we came along, when America wanted feisty, edgy, and controversial entertainment, there was only one place to turn. Cagney and Lacey. Take a look.
You made me look like an idiot in there this morning. I'm sitting there with Marquette and I'm saying, hey, don't worry, everything's fine. No, Lacey and I have talked, and of course we saw the same thing. Then you walked in.
Is that the problem? I made you look bad in front of an inspector?
That's part of it.
So give me all of it.
I didn't go after this job because I couldn't find anything else. All right, I did not come here because I needed some kind of work to help pay the orthodontist. This means something to me.
What the hell are we talking about here?
What we're talking about here is that our butts are on the line every time we go out that door. Now, that gun was there and you didn't see it.
The Sisters of Feisty. Please welcome back Time Daly and Sharon Glass.
So good to see you both.
I was worried about sitting in this chair, but
it's not soft. It's not comfortable, is it?
No, it's not supposed to be comfortable. You we just loved your show. I mean, every woman I know watched that show. It ran for 6 seasons. You won tons of Emmys. Everybody, the show, the actresses, the director, I'm sure. I can't remember that. And yet, after the first season, they wanted to cancel that show. Why?
They did cancel the show.
Why did they do that? They did cancel it. That's right. Why did they do that?
We've been canceled. We were canceled twice. We've been canceled 3 times. Actually.
It was such a great show, and everybody loved it.
Because they didn't want to hear from us, but they couldn't get rid of us.
Excellent.
It's never been done before, and what's interesting, it's never been done again.
But
I think they were nervous about turning over that expensive hour to women. Women and black people and anybody who's on the margins is fine in half-hour comedies.
But the fans weren't having it.
They wrote that expensive hour of drama. That belonged exclusively to the Americans.
Yeah.
It's the first and last time ever in the history of television that the American audience saved a show.
Yes, they wrote in.
They wrote in.
Letter.
CBS had to gather all of us up again and say, could you come back and do it? They had to ask Barney, can you put it back together? And
Barney
we went.
Rosenzweig, Sharon's husband in the audience there.
Cagney and Lacey.
Cagney, Lacey, and me. Right? Have you read it?
Have you read it?
I have not.
I have read it.
You have not?
And I gave the nice blurb on the back. Here it is, Cagney, Lacey, and Me. It's all about the show, what happened, how it got canceled, what not, and you're all getting a copy on the way out.
Because I'm married to him.
You're married to him, and so?
I'm married to him, and I don't know what's inside that book, and I want to keep the marriage going, so.
You're never going to read it.
Maybe one day I will. He asked me the other day, he said, are you ever going to read it? I said, I don't know.
How about you, Tom? Did you read it?
What?
Did you read the book?
Excuse me?
Smart.
It's good for their friendship. No one's going to read it but me. So me and Barney are good and they're fine. I saw you recently in Rabbit Hole on Broadway. Unbelievable time. Unbelievable. You're back in New York.
I'm back in New York. I'm living in New York. I have adults only now. You were talking about Mother's Day earlier.
Yeah.
I'm the mother of adults only now.
And how is that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I have rented an apartment that's too small for the children to come and visit.
Good. Good.
And I'm refreshing my spirit. I'm seeing everything there is to see and wandering around. And I got my Metro card was my first thing to get a pass.
Was it fun?
The best.
Yeah.
Because not driving in L.A., not driving at all is kind of fun. I used to like driving, don't like it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
But you're going to do another Broadway thing soon?
I don't know. I'm going to do some Shaw. Recently.
For you.
I'm always looking for something I haven't done before.
Right.
So, you know, I'm that one that didn't. I don't belong in the 21st century.
You think?
No, I don't even belong in the 20th century. The 19th century.
You have a computer.
You don't have a computer?
I don't have a TV.
She's a She's a little bit of a hippie.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I remember lots of poetry and stuff like that.
That's
Makes me
important.
happy. I get to, right now, my definition of you know, being off the clock is reading anything I don't have to memorize.
Okay, I can understand that. Now, you're in the middle of memorizing a lot. You did a great show on the BBC where you played Secretary of Defense.
Thank you.
What was the title of it?
State Within.
The State Within.
It's
What a good show that was on the BBC America.
Now I'm playing the mother from hell.
On a new show. What's it called?
Burn Notice for USA.
Oh.
Excellent.
The platinum hair.
And you play?
Miami. A Miami mother.
A Miami mother.
Which means what? Just...
well, a woman my age in Miami sort of has this fabulous one, dump-colored, you know?
Yeah.
And I play a character whose son, I mean, my son doesn't want to know me and doesn't want to be in Miami, and it's very complicated, but it's very, very good.
Well, you were great in that other thing, though. You were so fierce. Just like the character really on Cagney and Lacey in many ways. Not this one where you were evil.
Oh, you mean in State with
Yeah,
Amy?
but you were evil in that show. But in what do you think would have happened to Cagney and Lacey if the show had continued? How would they have evolved as human beings? Where would they be?
We did that.
We did 4 reunion movies called The Menopause Years.
That was a while ago. What about like in older years? Old.
I had an idea of how
Old, they'd be older.
Like old. Yeah. I'd like to see them as really old, like 85-year-old ladies, or how they would be.
We have to wait a little longer.
Yeah.
But did you guys get off of tickets when you would get stopped because you were Cagney and Lacey? I always wonder that about TV shows. Did police ever go, oh, it's Cagney?
There was one time I was in the middle of Beverly Hills. I made a U-turn, and I had my license plate. When you Cagney and Lacey, they give you these special plates.
Oh.
And Carol Smith, Barney's assistant and our dear friend, is driving by, and she sees the guy give me a ticket, and she goes. And I said, he doesn't care.
It's hard when they don't care.
There's no street justice in L.A.
No.
There's street justice. In New York, they'll sort of talk it over and say, you go over there and stand for a minute, I'll take care of it. And then they send you home with your argument. L.A. is very by the book.
They're strict.
LAPD.
The Beverly Hills police were angry that I had the L.A.
Oh, really? They're very territorial there.
Exactly.
The greatest thing for me, I keep stepping on Elizabeth, is growing up, and I'm now 47, so Rose and I were talking. 45. You guys were right in my era. And what I love so much is it was 2 women, 2 career women, but you did not have the family, and you did. And so it sent a message to me growing up.
What was the message?
They have a family or not.
You had a choice. You could be Cagney or you could be Lacey.
Right.
And, there was the Charlie's Angels in bikinis fighting crime version of, how that was done.
And then you could be both.
Exactly.
The character was an alcoholic.
Yes.
So when you were a single woman, you had a drink. According to that show.
Yeah, she was somewhere in the show. But she would take out the bottle and put it there and look at it.
Over the last year, she was an alcoholic for the first 5.
Right.
She was a recovering alcoholic.
She wasn't about that. She wasn't an admitted alcoholic, though.
That's right. It wasn't admitted, right?
Until the time when she faced that.
And do you think you and Hogg would still be married now if you were...
He's dead.
Well, not the actor, the character.
No, he's not dead. No, he's alive. The imaginary scenario. No, if we were going to do it again, we'd have to be in the home, don't you think? The 2 of us together. Cagney and Lacey in the home.
Yeah. They had an interesting relationship, those 2.
They did. It was
very interesting.
Everyone wanted a Harvey.
Exactly.
That was a great show.
It was. And guess what? It's available now on DVD, which thank the Lord, because it took a while to get this done. Right, Barney? But they finally came around. The DVD of Cagney and Lacey, the true beginning, the book, and Cagney and Lacey and me, everything. Here's the first DVD. You're all getting it. And you should watch it with your daughters at home. Hey. Your sons. And your sons. Watch it with your sons, too. She's right. Sun Daily, Sharon Glass. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
These bones carried 3 kids and now carry 2 grandkids. These bones